Well, what is going on, everyone? So, my friends, check out what I have here on the RC workstation. This, my friends, is the EE118-001 Scania 540 XT dump truck. This is a 1/14 scale, and it is massive big. I mean, this gives you just an idea of exactly how big this vehicle really is, and it's packed full of a lot of features. First off, being it is 8-wheel drive. You have a 2-speed transmission along with front and rear differentials, so you can lock up the front differential, the rear differential, and both of the differentials, making this true 8-wheel drive vehicle. It is a hydraulic. You got 4 hydraulic rams that are located right here that pushes the bed up to a whopping 50-degree angle, which is plenty enough to get some stuff out of there. So the vehicle overall is 26 inches long. The bed is 17 inches long, and it's 9 inches tall. So that kind of gives you an idea of exactly just how big this thing is. So just a picture of my hand, here it is, in there. So aluminum bed. So let's talk about some of the details here. So let's talk about the cab here. This cab is really cool. It is made of ABS plastic, but highly detailed. We got the mirrors that actually work. Pretty cool. Now, it does not come with a driver. I added the driver in there because, well, you can't have a scale vehicle without a driver in there, But anyway, really cool amounts of detail. So we got our steps here, metal steps. We got this floating step here. That's pretty cool. We got a little step right here in the middle. It folds up and down. We got lights on here, front and rear. So you got lights here, here, here. So, yeah. Take a look at front. You can actually, both of the front and passenger doors open up to give you that really cool scale interior look. Like, that's very detailed. Look inside. We got our speaker right there for our sound unit. It does come with sound, and a pretty decent one actually. But yeah, so these close up. Very easy to do. It's magnetized. So you got magnets on there. Right there is the magnet, and connects in there. Look at the back here, the back of the cab. There's our transmission right there. Then we have our release for the cab here. Let's pull that off. Your electronics are in there. Got your battery, which is a 3S LiPo with the XT60 connection on there. You got a quick run ESC, the sound unit, full interior. EE did a really nice job on this thing. So we close that up without crushing the battery. Locks back in place. Got this nice little ladder that goes up the side here. Lots of amazing little detail. We got some like tie-offs for some rope. Maybe if you're going to be adding a cover over here, you can tie down, that kind of stuff. We got some like actual wheel chocks here to put down on the back. Pretty cool. All right, the next we got this little scale box here that actually is a function box for the on and off switch for the truck right there. Looking at the wheels, we got some nice beefy wheels here. Liking that stainless steel color. Yeah, coming here to the fuel tank. Now, I really like this idea that EE did. This is actually the fuel tank for your hydraulic fluid. And that's a really cool feature that they added and used the fuel tank for the hydraulic fluid. Now, how much hydraulic fluid? It said between 70 to 80 milliliters. of hydraulic fluid. I did probably maybe around 80 to 90 of that, 90 milliliters of hydraulic oil. But it does take a lot when you're first using it. Coming back here to the rear, we got dual tires. I was like, oh my God, look at 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 tires on the back of this thing. But we do have a good suspension. Like you can see there, suspension right there. Nice flex suspension. We don't got too much flex on the front there. There's a little bit, but not a whole lot. Tires feel pretty stiff, like they're not going to flatten under a load whatsoever. Yeah. Crazy. Take a look at the bed, my friends. Like I said, the bed is 17 inches long. That is crazy. Look, I could put half my arm in his bed. Let's see. We got the back tailgate here that has a locking mechanism on it that locks your lid down so you won't lose your material and stuff like that. It does open up when you lift up the bed. On the back here, we got lights. We got a nice little bar here. We also got a little toe pin or toe hitch there. I can't see it, put it in there, but you got that toe hitch right there for towing purposes. That's pretty cool. Now let's see if we can flip this thing around. All right, so I'm back with y'all. I had to put the camera down to turn this thing around because it's so heavy. Like, it's really, really heavy, my friends. But following the detail over here, we got metal fender well here. Pretty nice. This is metal as well. We got metal tanks. We got our diff tank right there. Another one of chock blocks. We got our air breather on the side here. Some little side mirrors. Of course, like I said, this opens up. Gives you that detail interior. So that is the truck itself. Let me go ahead and show y'all what all comes with it as well. So here is everything that comes with our Scania truck. And they send you a lot of really cool items with this thing. So first off, you actually get a pair of hex drivers, which is nice. 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. That's really awesome. They give you tools to work with on the vehicle. So you got those. We also got some nut drivers for the wheels. That's pretty cool. And they're all like very high quality. 2.0. Yeah. Nice. So we got that. And they give you their charger, which is standard charger that I've been getting with all of my hydraulic vehicles. So you got the charger that does 2 and 3 cell lipos. And it's not a bad charger, actually. It's a pretty decent charger. And they send you the power cord, which you guys see the problem here. You see a problem. This is a European style plug. I'm in the US. We don't have these. So this is right here is useless. I mean, I did get it from China. So, I mean, yeah, it comes with that. But not a big issue whatsoever. Not going to down them or anything because I got plenty of these chargers. And I got my LiPo charger right there as well for doing nickel metal and stuff and all that good stuff. And they give you a spare hose connector there for repair. That's pretty awesome. All right. Now, I found another battery in the box of it. This is a 2-cell lithium ion battery. The battery that is put in there, because I got this from Toucan Hobbies, they put a 3-cell in there. 3-cell 3300. This is a 5800 milliamp lithium ion battery, which not sure why they did that. Maybe because the truck needed a 3-cell to run the hydraulic pump and everything. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Maybe that was just a call that, when they first did it. But why would they put a Cobalite in a double E? I'm not sure. But anyway, so that was in there, which will be the perfect battery for my excavator to go inside. Small, thin. That's what I needed, and I needed more milliamps. So that's good. All right. And you got your manual, your book. You got your bottle for the fluid. We got the stickers for the inside there to really spruce up the interior. Look at that. I may or may not use this stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. This is the manual for the ST8 controller, which is a standard controller that's used in all the construction equipment. So look at this thing real quick. And I really like what Double E did here, is that they labeled everything to let you know exactly what it is. That's pretty awesome. Usually sometimes companies won't really do that, and you have to figure it out yourself. I said that because, when I look at these controllers here, they look like a robotic face. Little eyes right there, the mouth, the nose. It looks like a robotic head. And that's what made me say that. It's a tick, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so we got our throttling here, forward and back, left and right is the steering on the right. Up here, we got a bunch of knobs and switches. So the EDS1 is for your front differential. Same on here on the ED2 button switch. That's for your rear differential. Your LED lights for your lights here, which turns on your headlights. You get low beams, high beams, and then the lights here and up in here. This knob does nothing. You got your volume button right there. And on top is your sound on, horn, sound off. Then over here, max main arm. That's for the hydraulic ram, which I will test out and show y'all. So you got that. Pretty basic, simple on that controller. I love the ST8 controllers. They're so easy to use and program. I have no real issue with them. They're not touchscreen or anything, which that's not a big ticker for me or anything, big killer. But I definitely know how to use the ST8 controller. It's a great thing. And it takes only 4 AA batteries, or you can switch it over to a LiPo pack. It's a pretty awesome controller. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. All right. So the next thing, which is a really cool thing that Double E did, and I know there are other companies that did this, but they give you a switchable top here. So this is a top, which they call it the high roll top, that you can change out on the top of the truck there. So if you don't like the flat look and you want to go with that more, kind of European looking style, you can do it, and it's fairly easy. All you got to do, lift up, because it is magnetized, little magnets on there, so you can take it off and you can put on the top there. So it gives you that more European style look, I guess you want to say. Now, it does have spots there for lights, which there is no lights in there, but you can add them. So right now, they're just purely for decoration. So, yeah. Now, I'm not sure what I like. Do I like the high roll top, or do I like the flat top? Let's take a look at it. All right, we'll pull this off again. Boom. Put it on. Bam. So what do you guys think? Do you like it with the high roll top on it or the flat top? Honestly, personally myself, I kind of like the flat top look, you know? I think I really do. But let me know what you guys think. You know, it'll be nice to hear from y'all and see what y'all think on this. There you go. What do you guys think? Let's give a cinematic look. What do you think? High roll, low top? I don't know. It's a hard decision to go by. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the flat top. You know, but you know, both of them. Well, it's not going to fit on exactly, but can I give you an idea? Let me know down in the comments and let me know what you think. Flat or high top? Low top, high tops, right? Anyway, so here we go. Now, that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and flip it over to the side here. We'll make sure we don't damage anything. Push to the side. We're going to take a look under the belly of the beast. Look at this crazy, crazy setup of drive shafts. See, we got our servo up front for the steering. There's supposed to be a servos up in this box right here that controls the differential lock, which is all cable driven. But crazy, crazy, crazy setup. That looks pretty cool. Ugh, and heavy. So, with that, let's go ahead, turn it on, try it out a little bit, because I know that's what y'all want to see. You want to see it in action, and I can't wait to get it out on the site and move a hell of a lot more dirt than I have. Oh, excuse me, than I have been. So let's test this thing out so y'all can hear it and all that good stuff. All right, so we got our controller on, so we're going to flip the switch here. We are live and ready to roll. So let's test out the lights first. No beam, or daylight and running lights, I guess you want to say. Then we got our lights up here and down in the bumper. Then we got lights here and here. Pretty cool. Now that's awesome. All right. Now, a really cool feature that I like that EE did with this is that you can't move it. You can move the steering, but you can't move the vehicle without turning on the sound unit. To me, that adds a little bit more scale character to it, like you're actually getting inside the truck and you have to start the vehicle. That I really like. So in order to start the sound, right here, so we got our horn, and then if you push down, starts the sound. You can adjust your volume. Go. Let's turn lights on. Shift it into gear, which is really cool. Air brake sound, that's awesome. I'll turn it up for y'all a little bit. Now, the beeping sound, it'll go off if you just nudge it a little bit. So you put your air brakes on so that way you can start dumping. Shift back. That is, my friends, is such an awesome feature that you actually have to kind of shift it in the gear and stuff like that. I think that just added a nice little touch to the vehicle itself. Let me put up my little mirror there so we see. All right, so I don't have much space to show the speed of the vehicle. I will do that in the video of it running out on the site. I just don't have a whole lot of space in here to do it. It's actually pretty quick, especially in high gear. So I'll do it in low gear and high gear. Hopefully I don't go flying off the side. That's low gear. This is high gear. All right, so then we're open diffs right now, so you see that. All right, lock. Now the rear differential is locked. And then front. All right, now it's time to do the bed. Let's look up, let's raise it up. The bed motion is kind of slow, but you know, it is what it is, and that's how it's supposed to be. Beds don't go flying up real quick in a heartbeat. They're nice and slow. Turn the sound down. We're going to get a look at this right here. So there's that 50-degree angle. Door opens up. So look at it. This is just crazy. You got 1 ram, 2 ram, 3 rams, and 4 rams, and that's nice size rams too. I mean, look at those things. That is amazing. Now looking here, like we got an ESC for the, I'm guessing I'm saying it's going to run the brushless motor there for the pump. 93. So we got our brushless pump right here, the hydraulic block, our lines running to a ESC. I'm guessing I'm saying that it's going to be for this. I'm guessing 2 to 4S LiPo. So you get your hydraulic lines running. That's pretty cool. So there's our transmission right there. Cool, cool, cool. We got our top here. I got a little hydraulic oil on there when I was filling it up. But that's really cool. All right, put this back down. Let's zoom out. My camera does not want to stay with me. It does not want to work with me. Lower it down. There you go. Let's raise it back up. Man, that is just crazy, right? But really nice bed right there. We got some little bump stops right there. So overall, I'm very happy with this thing. Lower it back down. You can actually adjust the speed of it too. That I like. I just figured that out. So that's pretty cool. Now that is really awesome. I'm not used to that right there. I'm used to, you know, vehicles that don't have adjustments like that. That gives you more of a scale aspect right there. Nice. There we go. Sound up. Ha, I love that. And then you flip the same switch, turn it off. There you go, my friends. That is the EE118 scale Scania G540 XT. This thing is amazing. And for the price point, it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent, under about 2,000. But for the quality of what you're getting, the size of it, the features, it's definitely well worth the money. So if you're looking for a vehicle that's not going to really, I don't know if you want to say break your wallet, but if you're looking for a high quality vehicle, I guess I recommend this. You know, overall, I really super like it. And can't wait to get it sitting out on the site there and see how she does. Now remember, guys, please comment down below. Let me know what you think on the rooftop. Do you like the high top or the low top? Like I said, I'm kind of liking the low top. I might add like some little strobing lights on top, warning lights, beacon lights up top there, kind of let people know when I'm coming through the site that I'm coming with a load there. So let me know down there in the comment section. I would love to hear for y'all's feedback on that. But yeah. All right, my friends. So with that being said, thank y'all very much for watching. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see y'all out on the site later.